There's a writer on Facebook. Okay, should I call him a writer? Yes, let me call him a writer. It won't spoil anything. Because personally, I love to read from his page. Anytime there is a conversation going on online and he shares his opinion, I go to his wall, spend time to read his long thesis. In fact, he doesn't write short. Kofi J, shout out to you. He doesn't often write short. He writes long because he has words. Kofi J will write and I'll go and read. I've been reading for the past days. I think I've even gotten in touch with him whilst we're in London for Ghana Music Awards UK. Or was it the medical show? One of them. I think he wrote something about Shatta and I inboxed him. Oftentimes, that's what I do. When people I don't know, when I see them do stuff about the brand Shatta Wale, and I feel, okay, these people are doing what they are doing because they lack information, I try to get closer to supply information to them. So yeah, same way, I think around that time, he wrote something about Shatta and whatever. I think it was a medical show, I guess. He wrote something about Shatta and I felt, oh, the piece he wrote, the information there was not right. So I reached out to him on Facebook. He gave me his number. I think I even started calling him on Messenger. He gave me his number, and since then, from time to time, we have conversations. Of course, that's how it is. There are some people who will be willing to listen to you. Those people know that, okay, they came from a genuine heart. They did not mean evil because they didn't know. When you supply information to them, then they change their approach. There are some people too, oh, supply information to them, they will still be misbehaving. Tell them, oh, child, it's not like that, they'll still be fooling. There are plenty of them around. And Kofi J, after talking to him, he realized that, well, I had some points. And ever since, I'm sure with him and me and the Shatta Movement brand, I think it has been clean so far. Recently, I saw him wrote something about blessings on Facebook as well. Now, he calls this piece, The Pundit Without Portfolio. That is how he calls this piece. The Pundits Without Portfolio. Now, I'm going to take my time, read everything. Like I told you, it's a little lengthy, but read everything from beginning to end, and I'll have my fair share on it. Now, let's read what Kofi J is trying to say. First paragraph, or lead in journalism. September last year, Saliman, while working as a judge for a talent show that has produced no one so far, critiqued the performance of one contestant for trying hard and woefully failing to imitate Sinaso. According to Sally, this contestant had a good enough natural voice and didn't have to attempt singing like Sinaso. Then she added, as for that Sinaso, it is Ghanaians who have overpampered her. I think she is overrated. A year on, at a similar event, a contestant sings, this time doing well in Sally's submission. Instead of focusing on the talent she is paid to groom, she decided to take a needless dig at Adina for no reason, telling the contestant that she outsang Adina on her own song. And the Dusty tried to handle it by suggesting that Adina has one of the most underestimated voices in the music industry. Then Sally steps in, that Adina, who loses her voice when she sings. In this country, once you can be loud about something and get some media presence, immediately you become an expert in that field. This is why Sally would qualify as a judge of a musical talent show when all she has done is tear down names instead of building them. How is it even going to benefit an upcoming talent when you give her the impression that those who have already made it are not good enough? It is unheard of anywhere in the world for a professional talent builder to tell an upcoming talent that those they look up to are not good enough. Adina doesn't have a good voice and Sinaso is overrated. One must be delusional to cast such a damning verdict on a singer like Sinaso, who sings as well as any musician in the world, and Adina, who has done so well for herself, having released some of the biggest songs over the past decade. And even if you hold such an opinion, is that the right platform for it? In this country, We promote noisemakers. From politics to entertainment, moderate, level-headed, and informed analysts struggle to rise, while noisemakers are celebrated and placed at the forefront. If not, as a pundit entertainment analyst, when has Sally ever presented informed, data-backed, and factual analysis on issues? Aside from attacking people, bringing down established brands, and ranting like someone high on something, when has Sally ever made sense to be deemed fit to guide talent in the first place? In an industry with documentary struggles for women who want to succeed, you would expect someone like Sally to encourage these young ladies. Speak well of someone like Adina, who had carried herself with such dignity and made some of the best songs in recent times. You'd expect her to speak for someone like Sina So, whose talent is out of this world but barely gets the recognition she deserves. No, Sally would rather want to trend by passing unprovoked, condescending comments about them, for targeting their very means of livelihood for one weak trend that is evil and devilish. Thankfully, Annie Dusty was there to speak some sense into what is an obvious, not so bright head that feeds off negative energy. She didn't listen and his part didn't trend too, but at least he made an effort. We need people who understand entertainment to talk entertainment, not people who can shout, say what trends and not what matters. We need people with wisdom and the ability to research and analyze properly to discuss issues. Such a cheap way of achieving relevance of the hard work of others should be roundly condemned. Pundits have to be experts of something, or at least have some sense and decorum. Sally here barely demonstrates any of such qualities at the level required to discuss issues, let alone nurture talent. And once again, his name is Kofi Chi. He has some interesting pieces on Facebook. I have been reading him on Facebook. Maybe he has other platforms that he shares some comments, but personally, I've been reading stuff from him on Facebook. So you understand the scenario that I started this with. You understand my position. Why sometimes I feel awful. Why sometimes I feel uninspired. Why sometimes I feel like, why are my people making us all look bad? Why are my people sometimes making it look like everybody who is acting as an entertainment pundit or journalist is dumb? Why? Why is it like that? Kofi Chi shared some succinct points in this particular piece. Yes, there are some people, they are not actually known for achieving some things in this industry. There are some people, if you ask about their records in this industry, you might not have any rich record about them. But because they can sit on platforms, shout, insult, and do any other thing, just for trends, 1 week trends, like Kofi said, yes, they are hailed. Those people are called. Those people are always invited because the stations are also looking for trends. They want someone who can come and insult somebody. They want someone who can come and say, oh, this guy, wabodam, yeah, neko, and people making noise about it. That is what they are looking for, unfortunately. And if you fall into that category, how would you feel? Yes, Sally has been one of my pundits on about different platforms that I have worked with. From Plaza FM to Xylophone FM. I'm sure at Tinka, maybe he played some role there at Tinka TV whilst I was there as well. And it has been like that. We started from humble beginnings. The world got to know about us. But now, the center cannot hold. Things are falling apart. And instead of coming together to build, now we are rather destroying. And Kofi talked about something. The fact that someone can sit on TV, can sit on radio, does not mean the person can be a judge of a music reality show. See, sometimes, when Kofi took a dig at the reality show, I was hurt. Because I also felt, okay, this is someone's brand. But to take a dig and say, oh, they've not produced any talent, it was a clear shade. And it is because of some of these things. Yes, because Sally, who has been invited, let's be honest here. In terms of music, in terms of the real job when it comes to music business, yes, I know she has worked around some labels before, Paradise Entertainment and stuff. But I see those things they are doing there are more technical. She might not have it all. They are more technical. To be a judge on a musical reality show, it is a technical position. You need to understand music's intricacies to be able to make informed judgment and remarks on artist performances. But unfortunately, no. Maybe what we are seeing, the producers of the show are enjoying it. I know. For you know what we are seeing that we seem worried. The producers of the show are enjoying Charlie, a trendy, correct video, no. Kosa, beer can watch them. We are trending. Yes, they are happy because that is what they want. The real job of grooming talent has been thrown to the dogs. We want trend. You won't go viral. Time will tell. Man go learn. That's what they are doing. They want to trend. And after reading this, I'm feeling like, oh, Charlie, this is our home. This is our profession. This is what we also do for a living. So why is someone trying to make all of us look bad? Why are some people trying to make all of us look evil? Why are some people making it look like, okay, he said that she acts like she's high on something. Sally is not high on anything. That one I can hit my chest and say it. Sally doesn't even take alcohol. Yeah, very clean in that area. But sometimes in our bid to be, I am bold, I can say it, I can do it, I can say it, it doesn't end us anyway. I've seen some headlines about some things she said about Shatta Wale on Ochami Kofi's podcast, 30 Questions podcast. I've not watched the interview, so I just don't want to say much because you also cannot trust some of these headlines that fly around. That when Shatta Wale goes down, she is happy. That because Shatta Wale doesn't respect, she always wants Shatta Wale to go down and say, hey, are you God to want someone to go down? Are you God? Like, is that your wish in this world? If Shatta Wale goes down, do you come up? No, you don't. But that is what you are looking for. Like I'm saying, those ones, they are hearsays or publications that I've seen online. I've not watched to be sure indeed what he said. Maybe in the near future, if I get the opportunity to watch and she said those things, I'm sure it might also get a response from me. Because if really you are saying that someone's downfall makes you happy, that is very evil. That is very, very evil. Seriously. I don't want to believe she will say that. On another day, I'll go look for that video. When I find it, we'll talk more. Or if you have it and you want to send it to me, send it to me and let's see how best we can handle this.
Yeah. This is your boy, Wale Music TV. Send subscribe my shots, wanna subscribe him. If you na click bell no do na me the video be out tomorrow. I want the first person about share. If you na drop a comment was Wale Music TV, yes, Shatta Wale ni TV, I yeba more Shatta Wale ni news. Na update, everything be a friend Shatta Wale who be a once a back on the more platform do. Into bomb more than subscribe, next share, no blender, and I was still who edumede in Wale Music TV. Video be able post on what had they be a by Shatta Wale. Inti say Shatta Wale no fan quote send dia blend beti good news. Blend never share, never subscribe, no blender, and I was still who edumede in the more platform do. Video be able post on had they be a by Shatta Wale. Inti say won't the day Shatta Wale fan quote send dia blend beti good news by Shatta Wale. Ne bomb than share, no blender, and I was a star. On who edumede in Wale Music TV. Thank you.